緊急
至急、会社から至急との連絡があったんだ。
Okay. 小売店。
小売店。この商品は
日持ってくる経験下り彼の会社はいい引っ越し移動
移転。彼の会社は移転したよ。
引っ越し移転引っ越し移転は主に場所や住所を移すこと。そして引っ越しは住居を引っ越す移すことです。主に場所。What is that? つまり場所や住所を移すか住居を移すか場所や住所を移す versus 住居address or residence or a place change versus a house change. What? What's the difference? わかりやすく言えばその番地のことです。Only the change of address versus 住んでいる建物。How do you move an entire building. What? You move the entire building?住んでいる建物。You are moving the building. What? You sure? Japanese move the entire building. House moving, move the entire house. Okay, the rights of living there versus 住んでいる。What? Oh, figurative. Oh, it's actually figurative. The shit. So when its address changes, then 真ん中。
真ん中。
OK。私は彼の意見を。Wait a minute. Let me just ask this. Oh, wait a minute. If it. Okay, yeah. Maybe the literal meaning. Accept. Okay. 受け入れる。
受け入れる。私は彼の意見を受け入れました。
みんなの意見がどうい賛成。
一致。みんなの意見が一致しました。
Oh, accord.
1、
earning earning expenses. Oh my god. Earning is 収入 Wait a minute. Earning expenses is 収出
収支、家計の収支が合わないの。
朝食
朝食、
並べる
並べる。
南
港に船が着きました。
南 is south 歩道
歩道、
キャベツ
キャベツ、
比べる
比べる。
遅れ
遅れ。いたす、私からご連絡いたします。
足す経済
経済、
本屋
本屋、
科目
科目、
来回おしゃべりは後回り
後回し。おしゃべりは後回しにしましょう。
後回しなんだかチリ What the heck? チリ
寒気、なんだか寒気がしま。
高校
高校、
汚れ
汚れ、
末っ子
末っ子、
お日様
傾く。お日様が西に傾きましたね。
What? 傾く輸入
輸入、
組み込む
組み込む。
施
設、そのホテルには
喫茶店
喫茶店、
例の話はオーバー
大げさ。彼の話は大げさだ。
スリッパ
スリッパ、
What? スリッパスリッパ What?
スリッパ、
Yeah, スリッパ
slipper, スリッパ、
Why the heck that guy say the woman says スリッパスリッパ
スリッパ、
passenger 乗客
乗客、
作用
作用。傾ける。彼女は首を少し傾けて笑うの。
肩 傾ける Why? No reason.傾ける。Okay, move. What is move? What is move? Okay. No. 沸かす。
沸かす。
3 days from today 会議はしあさって
しあさって。
去る。
去る。
あんなに that
あんなにいい人はいません。
再三採点。
採点。先生は試験の採点が
小川。
小川。
囲碁。
囲碁。
Very good one.公共。
上等。上等なワインを飲んだの。
わあ、what the hell。じるじる。
じろじろ。人をじろじろ見るものではありません。
じろじろ。作者。作家。
作家。彼女は有名な
OK。決まり。
決まり。
Thunder。
雷が鳴っています。
明け方。
明け方に雨が。
OK。皆さん。さす。
さす。
コーヒー。
コート。寒かったのでコートを。
Oh my god。週末。
坂。この坂を登るのはすごく
君。冬休み。からかう。交
渉。今値段を交渉しています。
気安。not 気安。軽い。
気楽。将来は
Blue is light, cheerful, buoyant. Yes. Train fare, 運賃、
運賃、
袋、
袋、
新たまる、
改まる。
おじさん、
おじさん。
さん、
狭まる。ここから道の幅が狭まっています。
集まり、
集まり、雨で集まりが悪いですね。
組み、組む、組ん、
組む。このプロジェクトで私は彼と組んでいるんだ。
商品、
商品、
供給、
供給、
ぐるぐる、
ぐるぐる、
きゅうり、
きゅうり、
感動、
感動、
編む、
編む。妹はマフラーを編みました。
狭める、もっと範囲を狭めて。
論文のアイテムをわかりやすく。Something more cool. Like
項目、
この葉、
木の葉、
木の葉、
この葉。改正、
改正、
障子、
障子、
シュティン、no. シュティン、シュティン。撮影、
撮影、
笑顔、
笑顔、
each other。お互い、
お互い、お互いを信頼することが大事です。
氷はお水に汲みました。汲む、
浮く。氷は水に浮きます。
大きい。
徐行、この先は徐行してください。
印象、
印象、
怒り、
怒り、彼ったら怒り爆発だったよ。
憔悴、順、詳細、
詳細、詳細はお気軽にお問い合わせください。
重視、
重視、あの企業では
好奇心、
好奇心。子供は好奇心で。
disobey 坂坂 what? disobey 逆らう。
逆らう。親に逆らうのは良くないことです。
小
縮小。これを縮小して
気づきました。
気づく。彼はやっと問題点に気づきました。
理科の時間に
硬さ。理科の時間に石の硬さを比べ。
収入工業年の所得
所得。
所得housewife 主婦
主婦。
line up in order of the Japanese 順
順。
distance 工程
肯定。
聞く言葉
書き言葉。
書き verse 逆さ
逆さ。絵を逆さにしてみてごらん。
衣食住
衣食住。
こす
越す。暑さは峠を越したね。
峠
柔軟。彼は柔軟に対応をした。
柔軟レストランは清潔
清潔。レストランは清潔が第一で。
監督
監督。
証拠
証拠。
愛情
愛情。
send okay send forgot さの
砂。靴に砂が入ってしまった。
ライスなコース家庭
家庭。
来週気象
帰省。来週帰省します。
確認
肯定。僕は彼のしたことは肯定できないな。
おurgent
緊急事態が発生した。
でI said it flashing 水星
推薦。今は
線株 かぶれる。
かぶせる。本にカバーをかぶせたの。
くせる。助手。
助手、資料、
医療。
衣服。彼の会社は衣服を扱っているよ。
衣服、衣類、着物、着衣、服、衣装、装束、衣。Okay. 衣服 is 主に型が外側、外側。外側に着る上着、ズボン、羽織、what the heck is that? の類について言う。衣服 is the outermost part of the dress. 衣類 is 帯。靴下、肌着などまで囲みの上。含める。体に着けるものすべてにたする。総称。衣類 is things that directly contact the body, like the underwear, socks, and somehow there's also belt. 着物 is 広くは洋服をも含めて衣服の意であり、狭いに意味では、what's that again? 和服。Okay, 和服を様。着物 when used widely can mean 洋服 and all different types of clothes, Western type clothes. But if used 狭いに narrowly can only mean 和服。What's that thing again? 衣服、衣類 and one more. 衣服、衣類、医療。Where's 医療? Where's 医療? 医療。医療 is clothing. What? Can be the material for clothes or underwear. underwear 会社衣服衣類 is underwear or things that context the body. So how do I know clothing here is 衣服お着物I can't. This is a bad sentence. なへどうひどわせ negative しょう最適消極的
消極的消極的な人は成功しないよ。
完全
健全子供の健全な心を
肯定
肯定
体型レディメイのサイズsay something say what 姿勢
規制彼の体型じゃ規制のサイズに合わないよ。
規制He's a range of pictures 10
移転彼の会社は移転したよ。
活躍
活躍彼の活躍で優勝したよ。
表す
表す
What この会社衣服
医療その会社は医療を扱っているんだ。
You motherfucker means garments or material for clothing.
医療
ぐずぐず
ぐずぐず
Supposing that even if 家庭
仮にそれが事実だとしてももう遅いよ。
訓練
訓練
形容詞
形容詞
earning fuck earning is 収支
終始
あり
アリの群れが砂糖にたかっている。
港
港
個体
個体
temporary provisional 仮称
仮の申し込みをしました。
あ仮会社
会社から支給との連絡があったんだ。
支給 vs 支給支給 is urgent. What the heck is 供給 Wait a minute. It's not 供給緊急Oh my god. 支給Okay, let's take a look. 支給 What's that? さ給緊急 What's the difference? So it all means very urgent. What's the difference? 支給 is 非常に急ぐこと急ぐこと非常に急ぐこと very urgent という意味で言葉です。大急ぎ大急ぎと同義の言葉になります。Okay, same as 大急ぎ。また、事態が非常に差し迫っている様の意味もあります。差し迫る。Okay, the thing. Situation is very urgent. いる様。差し迫る。Situation is very urgent. いる。読み方。読み方は支給でこと手がけるいる仕事を回し後回しにして okay. Put down whatever work you have now 至急こちらを仕上げてくれ and do whatever that is urgent 至急連絡するよう彼に伝えてほしい okay. Contact him urgently のよ contact him to tell him the story urgently, to report to him urgently ように使われます。子宮の死の字はこの場合限界限度まで気づかせるすべてを出し切るの意味出し切るの意味 all one's strength 出し切るの意味になります。一方 the other on the other hand 一方9の字はせわしさ what せわしさ急ぐのを表しています。早急とは大変急ぐ急ぐという意味合いで違いはありませんが急ぎ方の程度では異なります。Okay. Even though it's the same, that is very urgent, the degree of urgency is different. 至急にはできるだけ優先すべきことすべき should do すべき至急 is if you can do it first にニュアンスがあり早急よりも急ぐ程度がはなおはだし what なはだし what がは oh that はなはだし extreme はなはだしという点で使い分けられます。はなはだし So 早急 is even more urgent than 至急but I was looking at 緊急とは重大で即座に immediately 主題で即座に対応しなければならないことという意味の言葉です。So 緊急 is very important. Immediately 対応しなければ If you don't deal with it immediately you must deal with it immediately またそうした様についても言います。読み方は緊急で 緊急事態が発生したので、席を外外さなくてはならない。What? Oh, leave one seat. 席を外す。to go away. 席を外す。せたので、席を外さなくてはならない。Okay, so you must leave your seat because it's 緊急事態。緊急の要件なので、今すぐ電話を取り付いてほしい。取り付いて act as an agent for 取り付くこの地区一帯に緊急避難命令が出されたのように使われます。緊急の緊という字は差し迫る、急ぐの意味を持ちます。OK。緊急もまた、甚だしく、エクストリーム。急ぐ、甚だしく急ぐという意味を持つ点。至急と違いはありません。What? Okay, other than 甚だしく急ぐ。Other than the fact that it is extremely urgent, is the same as 至急。甚だしく急ぐ。What the heck? It's a new phrase. ただ、緊急には事態が重大であるという意味合いが含まれるため、至急よりも急ぐべき案件に使われるようになっています。つまり3つを優先度順に並べると、緊急、至急、早急になるということができます。Wait a minute. よりも、OK。至急です。もうよりも。then 早急。OK。緊急、至急、早急。 さい。ディファーメンレシちゃん。後回し。
後回し、
関係。
寒気、
OK。施設。
施設、
上等。
上等上
作家。
作家、
コート。
コート、
木。木。開く。
気楽、将来は気楽な生活がしたいです。
みんな意見。みんな意見しました。こうだ。算数。
一致、
1。私からは、から5。連絡。いただく。
いたす、私からご連絡いたします。
出します。論文。項目。
項目、
傾く、お日様が西に傾きました。
氷は水におみました。
浮く、氷は水に浮きます。
きました。これは縮小。
縮小、
肩は彼女首を少し傾きました。傾
ける。彼女は首を少し傾けて笑うの。
向けて。所得。
所得、ここ、
writing。聞く言葉。
書き言葉、
書き。じろじろ。
じろじろ、
砂。
砂、
今日。
集団、テロ集坂、この坂を登るのはすごくきついね。
規制。
規制、来週、
くすぐたい。
くすぐったい、
確定。僕からしたことは賛成。決定。
肯定、
what
固有、これは
固有。Okay, 固有。My God, he made a speech in a 演説。
演説、彼は地方で演説したの。
推薦。
推薦、
ハーレン。固ける。
固まる、もうプリンは固まった。
カプしたの。かぶれたの。
かぶせる、本に
伏せた。 主演
出演、
ドラマ演劇
演劇、
狭せる
狭まる。ここから道の幅が狭まっています。
狭狭狭What? It's not Sema. It is not Sema, really. Se, Q, Sa, Pesse, Pesse, Se, Sebamaru. Tension 彼はテンションしていたのだな。緊張
緊張。彼は緊張していたな。
Theater午後8時 Theater Theater shit Theater劇場
劇場。午後8時に劇場の前で会いましょ
劇場バレる
狭める、もっと範囲を狭めて探しましょう。
メール喜劇
う。喜劇。昨夜はテレビで喜劇を見たよ。
喜劇
促す。彼に集中するよう注意を促しといたよ。
この先はロースピーチしてGod Monday low speed What? Low speed?
徐行、この先は徐行してください。
徐行が hardness 硬さ
硬さ、
会社 dress is 衣服
衣服。
健全
健全、
pliable 柔軟
柔軟。彼は柔軟に対応をした。
柔軟規制
規制。
emergency situation 緊急事態
緊急。
harmonious 衣類医療
医療。その会社は医療を扱っているんだ。
仮に
仮にそれが事実だとしてももう遅いよ。
破坏很不破坏
仮の申し込みをしました。
支給
至急
21 Oh my god, anyone ありがとう。オーケー。インプWhat is インプOh, いっそ Oh my god Dude, how the heck? What the? Can you make it a bit more different? This what? 山賊と桑の木Mulberry yeah. 山賊木 and 木 That's pretty good 山賊が街道で一人の旅行を殺しましたが近くにいた人々が追いかけてきたので手が血で血まみれに血まみれ blood stained 血まみれになったまま血まみれになったまま逃げました。ところが向こうからも旅行の旅人たちがやってきて旅人おやあなたの手はどうしてそんなに赤く汚れているのですかと尋ねました。いえ、今桑の木に登って実を取っていた ものですから。実は、seed。種。種を取っていたものですから。桑の種は赤い色をしています。True。山賊がこう言ってごまかしているとき、ごまかしている。deceive, right. 追っての人たちが追いついて山賊を捕まえると桑の木に桑の木に桑の木に縛り首にました。縛り became a doll. The doll. その時桑の木が山賊に言いました。Wait a minute. お前を縛り首にするのに役に立って私は嬉しいよ。だってお前は人を殺したくせに手についた血を私のせいにしたのだからね。生まれつき心の優しい人でも悪いやつに OMG 濡れ衣を着せる。濡れ衣を着せる。濡れ衣を着せる。濡れ衣を着せられればその相手に正して手厳しいことharsh 厳しいことを言ったりするものです。山賊と桑の木 The bandit and the mulberry tree. Is that how it's pronounced?
Mulberry tree.
It is. Mulberry tree. Berry.
Mulberry tree. Mulberry tree.
Okay, whatever. 山賊が 帰ろうで山賊が帰ろうで一人の旅人を殺しましたが because it's not because indicates the sentence subject. Okay. There was a bandit that killed a person. No. That killed one. Liu Jin. Jin is traveler. Killed one traveler on the main road. 近くにいた人々が追いかけてきたので people nearby the people nearby かけてきたので gave chase手が血で血まみれになったまま逃げました。He ran away with a bloodied hand just like that. He ran away with a bloody hand. ところが then however 向こうからも猟人たちがやってきて from the way he's facing there's travelers coming. Okay, there's travelers coming from the opposite side. However, but there is travelers coming from the other side. おや、あなたの手はどうしておや Oh, why is your hand そんなに赤く汚れているのですか So dirtied with red color. So red. と尋ねました。That they asked. いえ、何今、桑の木に登って。It's nothing. Just now. Oh, it's just now also. Just now, I climbed up a mulberry tree. 種を取っていたものですから。And took down some fruits. 罠の種は赤い色をしています。Mulberries fruits are red color. 山賊がこう言ってごまかしているとき when the bandit is saying that to deceive the other party おっ ての人たちが追いついて山賊を捕まえると桑の木に縛り首にました。People chased up to the bandit and captured him and arrested him, and then 桑の木に縛り首にしました。and tied his neck on the mulberry tree, hanged him. What? Tied his neck. Tied his neck on the mulberry. Oh, wait a minute. Fire from a drop. What? 縛り首にしました。Tied his neck on the mulberry tree.縛り首にする。OK。しました。Tied my neck. The hell. Okay, hanged him on the tree. 縛り首にしました。縛り首にする。Should use this one. Maybe that'll be squeezed. Never mind. その時、罠の木が山賊に言いました。At that moment, the mulberry tree said to the bandit, お前を縛り首にするのに役に立って。Okay. お前を縛り首にするのに Even though you are hanged 役に立って What? Even though it helped that you were hanged 私は嬉しいよ What? I am happy that you helped to be hanged What? 役に立って Isn't it to be helpful? お前を縛り首にするのに役に立って私は嬉しいよ。はお前を縛り首にするのに役に立って私は嬉しいよ。お前を縛り首にするのに役に立って私は嬉しいよ。 I'm happy that you helped to be hanged. The heck? だって、お前は人を殺したくせに is what? Though. Even though you killed a person, 手についた血を私のせいにしたのだからね。You blamed the blood on your hand to me. 生まれつき心を優しい人でも Even those who were born with a kind heart 悪いやつに濡れぎぬを着せら濡れ衣を着せられれば、OK 悪いやつに濡れ衣を着せられれば If they were framed by bad people 濡れ衣を着せらその相手に対して手厳しいことを言ったりするものです。They will definitely be strict, be harsh on the other party. Their words will be hard on the other party. おしまい The bandit and the mulberry tree. A bandit killed a traveler on the street because there were more people near the murder scene. Because there were some people near the murder scene, and they started to chase the bandit. 近くにいた人々exist 近くにいた人々が people around it. He ran away with his hands stained with blood. However, there were travelers coming from the direction that he was running away to. Why are your hands stained in red? One of the travelers asked him. He answered, well, because I was getting mulberries on a mulberry tree a while ago. The color of mulberries is red. While the bandit was trying to cover up what he did, the chasers caught up with him. They caught the bandit and then hanged him from a mulberry tree. The mulberry tree said to the bandit, I am glad to be the one that is of use to hang you. Oh. I see. お前を縛り首にするのに役に立って私は嬉しいよ。I'm happy to be the one that helped to hang you. I am glad to be the one that is of use to hang you because you killed a person and then used me as a reason to cover up your stained hands with blood. Use me as a reason. だってお前は人を殺したくせに even though you killed the person 手についた血を you blame the blood on your hand 私のせいにしたのだからね blame the blood on your hand to me and then use me as a reason to cover up okay you and then try to cover up the blood on your hand with me as a reason even the natural born good even people who are born good would say harsh things to even what the heck even people who are born good would say harsh things to bad people if a false charge is made against them by the bad people. おしまい Okay, let's go. おしまい
山賊と桑の木。山賊が街道で一人の旅人を殺しましたが、近くにいた人々が追いかけてきたので、手が血で血まみれになったまま逃げました。ところが向こうからも旅人たちがやってきて、おや、あなたの手はどうしてそんなに赤く汚れているのですかと尋ねました。いえ、何、今桑の木に登って実を取っていたものですから。桑の実は赤い色をしています。山賊がこう言ってごまかしているとき、追っ手の人たちが追いついて山賊を捕まえると、桑の木に縛り首にしました。その時、桑の木が山賊に言いました。お前を縛り首にするのに役に立って私は嬉しいよ。だってお前は人を殺したくせに手についた血を私のせいにしたのだからね。生まれつき心の優しい人でも悪いやつに濡れ衣を着せられれば、その相手に対して手厳しいことを言ったりするものです。おしまい。だってお前は人を殺したくせに手についた血を私のせいにしたのだからね。生まれつき心の優しい人でも悪いやつに濡れ衣を着せられれば、その相手に対して手厳しいことを言ったりするものです。おしまい。
濡れ衣を着せら。
濡れ衣を着せら濡れ衣山賊がこう言ってごまかしているとき、okay. While the bandit was trying to cover up what he did. Okay. Alright. Chili 사무게.
寒気。
買って
一致。みんなの意見が
Oh my god, 이지. 함리르 이따르
いたす。私からご連絡いたします。
買ったよ。はい、ビサチボサチボイハロービサチリクライン傾ける
傾く。お日様が西に傾きましたね。
傾くフロート 氷は水に浮きました。
浮く。氷は水に浮きます。
浮きます。これは縮小。
縮小。これを縮小して印刷してください。
縮小。傾ける。Sorry。
傾ける。彼女は首を少し傾けて笑うの。
Written language。聞く言葉。
書き言葉。書き言葉と話し言葉はだいぶ違うことがあります。
書き。集団。テロ集団が警察に捕まりました。スロープ。坂。
この坂を登るのはすごくきついね。
坂。confirm。
肯定。僕は彼のしたことは肯定できないな。
肯定。peculiar to 紅葉。
固有。これは日本固有の鳥です。
固有。ハレン。もうプリンは固める。
固まる。もうプリンは固まったかな。
固まる is 自動詞。自動詞。固める。他動詞。固まった。かぶせる。本はカバーをかぶせました。かぶせたの。
かぶせる。本にカバーをかぶせたの。
appearance。出演。
彼女はその映画に出演している。
狭まる。ここから道の幅が狭まっています。
狭まる。午後8時に劇場。
午後8時に劇場の前で会いましょ
う。もっとハニーを
狭める。もっと範囲を狭めて探しましょう。
狭める。他動詞です。狭める。もっと範囲を狭める。他動詞 is for direct object。狭める。探してみましょう。OK。hasten。彼に集中するように。 forgot な
促す。彼に集中するよう注意を促しといたよ。
促す compare this with うなぎ促す hasten your speed to wait no hasten your speed to catching the うなぎ促すこの先は
徐行。この先は徐行してください。
徐行彼は雲柔軟
柔軟。彼は柔軟に対応をした。
柔軟13 more alright think I'll just watch some videos and then do one more time.
Hello pretty peoples, Kawajapa no Kyodori desu. I am Kyodori from Kawajapa. Today's lesson is going to be a little shorter than usual because I am in Japan. I am not in Japan as I speak, but by the time you hear this, I will be. And when I am in Japan, I cannot speak English because I take my English-speaking circuits out and leave them in a little box at the airport. I imagine you've done similar things yourself. Oh, you're human, aren't you? I'm sorry. However, if you wish to ask questions in the comments below, please feel free to do so, as I am able to write English for a short period in the day. Today we are going to talk about the no particle in its fundamental functions. The no particle, as I've said before, has a direct equivalent in English, which is apostrophe S. It is the possessive marker, just as apostrophe S is in English. So we can say Sakura no boshi or Mary's hat, and they both mean the same thing. And once you know that, you really know what you need to know about the no particle. But people will say that, there are some occasions, aren't there, when it doesn't seem to be doing exactly that. Well, let's take a look at some of them. At the beginning of every lesson, I say, Kawajapa no Kyodori desu. And that means I am Kyodori from Kawajapa. What it literally means is, I am Kawajapa's Kyodori. In other words, I belong to Kawajapa. And this is exactly what we say in English with a club, isn't it? I belong to the cabbage planting club. We could also say this with a company that you are employed by, or a place that you come from, or anything like that. So this is very similar to English usage, isn't it? Kawajapa no Kyodori. Kawajapa is what I belong to, just as the hat is what belongs to Mary. Now, if we want to say Felix the cat, we would say Neko no Felixu. And that literally means, doesn't it, cat's Felix. So why do we say that? What we are really saying is Felix, who belongs to the class cat. So it's just like Kawajapa no Kyodori. And this function continues to be extended towards other objects, and it's what gives no its quality of turning a noun into an adjective. For example, if you want to say magic wand, in English you just put the noun that is becoming an adjective in front of the noun it's modifying. But in Japanese we would use no. We say Mahou no tsue, and that literally means magic's wand. What does it mean? It means wand that belongs to the class of magic things. So, if we say Zelda no Densetsu, which is the title of a very famous game series, we are saying The Legend of Zelda, or literally we're saying Zelda's Legend, which makes perfect sense, doesn't it? We can also say Densetsu no Senshi, which means legendary warrior. And here, as I imagine you will already have grasped, what we're doing is saying warrior who belongs to the class of legendary things or legendary people, who belongs to the legendary class, the legend class. So that really is all you need to know about the basic function of no. It's not doing several different things when it turns a noun into an adjective and when it describes Mary's hat. It's doing something very similar and closely related. Now, we also have what is called in Japanese the nominalizing no, which, the way the textbooks put it, is that it can turn a sentence into a noun, a clause or a sentence or a phrase into a noun. That isn't precisely what it does, although it's close enough. And this is taught by the textbooks as if it were a completely different function of no, but in fact it isn't. It's really doing something that is a very slight extension of what we've been talking about today, and that is what I'm going to tell you about next time. If you want Hello pretty peoples, Kawajapa no Kyodori desu. Today we're going to talk about noni and nanoni, which is often used as a sentence ender as well as a conjunction. Last week we talked about the group of sentence enders, no des, nano des, no da, nano da, etc. And when you're beginning, it can feel as if there are lots of different enders, no da, no des, nano ni, no ni, and they all sound somewhat similar and very confusing. But as I showed you with the 8 sentence enders we considered last week, those are all very self-explanatory, they're all just variants on each other, and terribly easy to understand once you know what's happening. Noni and nanoni are the same, you just really need to know what's going on, and then it's all very clear. But the first thing to understand is that noni and nanoni are not related to the ones we considered last week, no des, nano des, and that's because they don't end in da or des, and so the grammatical structure is actually quite different. Right, so what is noni? Let's just start with that. What is noni? What it is a conjunction, and a conjunction is something that joins 2 clauses, each of which could be a complete sentence in itself, joins 2 of them together to make one compound sentence, such as I went to the shops and bought some bread. Each of those is a complete sentence in itself, and the and joins them together into a complex sentence, doesn't it? Now, what noni is what's called a gyakusetsu, and that's an opposing conjunction. The main gyakusetsu in English is but. I went to the shops, but there was no bread. We use but when the second clause of the 2 somehow contradicts or stands in opposition to the first. The gyakusetsu that you probably know already is kedo, or perhaps the more formal ga. And the ga, which is a gyakusetsu, is the only other ga in Japanese, apart from the all-important ga particle. And they work very differently, so they're not confusable. So, omise ni itta ga pan ga nakatta. I went to the shops, but there was no bread. Noni is a little different from those because it tends to imply, it's not a hard and fast rule, but it very much tends to imply that the second of the 2 clauses is unsatisfactory and very often personally disappointing to the speaker. Pan ga oishii no ni okyakusan ga konai. Even though the bread is delicious, the customers don't come. So, how does this conjunction become a sentence ender? The answer to that is that, strictly, grammatically speaking, it doesn't. But you're going to see it ending a lot of sentences, casual sentences, that is. So, what's going on here? Well, as we see, a conjunction needs to join 2 complete sentences. So before you have a conjunction, you've got to have a complete sentence. You then add the conjunction to join it to something else. But sometimes in Japanese, that something else, that second part, never comes. And to understand that, you have to understand that Japanese people are very fond of trailing statements, statements that leave the conclusion unstated. And this is why you'll often find in casual speech, or in manga, anime, novels, in casual speech, you will often see sentences that end with a te form. Now, grammatically, you can't end a sentence with the te form. It's a conjunctive form. It implies that something else is coming, but it's often done. Let's take an example. Akachan ga urasakute. What does that mean? Well, the actual sentence is Akachan ga urasai or urasakatta. The baby is or was noisy. But then we're ending it with conjunctive te form. The baby is or was noisy, and we don't know whether it is or was, because the tense marker would have come at the end of the complete sentence, which hasn't been completed. So what does it mean? What it means depends on the context, and the listener will know the context. So it might mean the baby was noisy, and so I couldn't sleep. Or it might mean the baby was noisy, and it was embarrassing in front of all those people. But this kind of unfinished trailing statement is very, very common. So let's look at a no-ni statement. We might be, say, at some venue, waiting for Sakura to arrive, and someone might remark, Sakura ga yakusoku shita no ni, and that means even though Sakura promised. The sentence is obviously simply Sakura promised. But what she's in fact saying is, even though Sakura promised to come, she hasn't. And that no ni implies the rest of the sentence. Alright, so what about nanoni? Why do sentences end in nanoni? The reason for that is that when we use no, we have to use the conjunctive form of the da or des. So when that first complete sentence, the one that takes the conjunction, ends in da, we have to change it to na in order to put a no after it. So, take an example. Harada nichiyobi nano ni. And what does that mean? Well, the basic sentence is simply Harada nichiyobi da. And that means zero ga harada nichiyobi da. It is a sunny Sunday. Literally, it is a day that became and still is sunny. It today is a sunny Sunday. Now, if we want no ni on the end, we have to turn that da into a na. So, hareta nichiyobi na no ni. And when will we say that? Well, suppose we are sick in bed and it's a beautiful Sunday. And you say, hareta nichiyobi na no ni. What you're in fact saying is, it's a sunny Sunday, but unfortunately. But that doesn't amount to much in English, does it? What you're really saying is something like, it's a beautiful sunny Sunday, and I could have gone out for a lovely picnic, but I can't because I'm here in bed. Now that's an awful lot that's been left out, isn't it? And that's why people say things like, well, Japanese people don't say all that they're thinking. And of course they don't, but it's also why Japanese is such an economical language. Hareta nichiyobi nano ni means all of that, as long as you know the context. And if you're talking to somebody who's sitting in the room with you, they do know the context. All you need is hareta nichiyobi nano ni to say that whole thing. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday and I could have gone for a picnic, but I can't because I'm here in bed. Please remember that the course book for this course of lessons is Unlocking.
Hello, Attack Element. It's a bit late for you, isn't it? Yeah, it's Friday here already. 1時
一致、みんなの意見が一致しました。
私からご連絡
いたす。私からご連絡いたします。
お日様が西に 傾ける。傾くね。傾く。
傾く。お日様が西に傾きましたね。
傾きました。縮小。
縮小。これを縮小して。
Alright, written. 書き、right? 書き。書き言葉。
書き言葉、書き言葉と話し言葉。
僕は彼のしたことは家庭。
肯定。
Oh my god, 肯定。固有。
固有。
固まる。自動詞固まる。
固まる。
狭まる。
狭まる。ここから道の幅が狭まっています。
範囲を狭める。
狭める。もっと範囲を狭めて探しましょう。
促る。
促す。彼に集中するよう注意を促しといたよ。
促す。
徐行。この先は徐行してください。
旅行。liable。柔軟。
柔軟。彼は柔軟に対応をした。
柔軟。6。So why are you up so late? Attack element. Think that's over for me, so I'll since it's about 2 hours already. But I can talk a bit. And since it's Friday, I have nothing to do. Playing a game. What game? Weekend party time? Yeah, kind of. I was playing Humankind and War Thunder, and I just ordered a joystick for War Thunder. Hope it's good. So also looking at German or Duolingo. Seems not that hard to do, but I might be getting over myself. But it's okay, I'll just spend like 5 minutes a day or something. It's playing League. I used to play League, but I stopped playing because the toxicity of some people. Das Bier.
Das Bier. Nein.
Nein.
Nein, danke.
Nein.
Nein, danke. Ja, bitte.
Ja, bitte.
Ja oder nein?
Oder What the heck is order?
Tschüss.
What's your favorite? I used to play Teemo. I used to play Teemo a lot, and yeah.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Cha.
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 Hey, cha.
Bier bitte.
Play more mid. Oops. We play some Teemo. Teemo is fun. We plant shrooms all around. And split push. What are you studying? Do you have school tomorrow? Bitte, Bier, bitte.
Ra.
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 Ra. Ra.
Ra.
Ra.
Ra.
Ra.
Ra.
Does work? Oh.
Bier oder Wein?
Bier oder Wein.
Milch oder Wasser?
You have work in the morning? Milch oder Wasser?
Hallo und tschüss.
Hallo und tschüss.
Wein oder Wasser?
Wein oder Wasser? Money, money.
Trading connection lost.
Studying the Chinese and started French since similar to Spanish. You know Spanish? Yeah. I don't know. French and Spanish. Never learned it. Thank you and bye. I was looking at Russian because it sounds good to me. But then it's much harder than German. So I don't know. Write this in German. Thank you and thank you, bye.
Danke. Tschüss.
Yo, do I need order? No.
Ja,
No,
danke.
Ha. Der
Der Vater.
Vater. Der Vater. Spanish is your mother tongue. Okay.
Trading connection re-established.
But yeah, I would focus on one first. Die. Wait, der and die. Why?
Die Mutter.
Die Mutter. It's pretty similar to
Ein Vater.
French Ignore the French spelling. Well, yeah. Focus on one, then you can do one at the side. Spend less time on it. Then when you get to a sufficiently good level, then you can do the other one. Or else you'll like be okay or not so good at both. That'll be not so great. Ein Vater.
Ein Vater.
Ein Vater. Hi, Father. Father. Ein Vater.
Eine Mutter, ein Vater.
Eine Mutter. Vater. Vater.
Ein Vater und eine Mutter.
Ein Vater.
Vater. Ein Vater und eine Mutter. Und eine Mutter. Ich bin Karl.
Ich bin Karl.
Ich bin Karl.
Ich
bin Karl.
Ich bin Karl.
Ich bin Karl.
Ich bin Karl.
4.
4. 4.
Pier. Wir. 4.
Okay, 4.
Hallo, ich bin Karl.
Hallo, ich bin Karl.
Hallo, ich bin Karl.
Karl.
Ja, ich bin Lukas.
Ja, ich bin Lukas.
Ich bin Nina.
Ich bin Nina.
Ich bin Nina.
Ich
bin Nina.
Ich bin Nina.
Ein Vater, eine Mutter.
Ein Vater, eine Mutter. Alright.
Eine Mutter und ein Vater.
Eine Mutter und ein Vater.
Eine Mutter.
Eine Mutter.
Ein Vater.
Ein Vater.
Ein Vater, eine Mutter.
Ein Vater, eine Mutter. It's good to have friends to game with.
Mein Bruder.
Mein Bruder.
Mein Bruder.
Buch.
Mein Bruder.
Bruder.
Mein Bruder. 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 Bruder.
I need a... what do you call that? Pinyin. Only crazy people play Teemo. Do you watch? Have you heard of the Rain Man? I play Teemo because I watch him play, and it's quite fun. I'm playing ARAM. Oh. Yeah, ARAM is fun. German. Buch. Oh, there's Cambridge Dictionary for that. Brew. Buta. This is just Duolingo. I'm sure you heard of that. Buddha. I used it a bit, but the maximum you can really use is like 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Bruder. Bruder.
Buddha. Buch. 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 Buddha.
Bruder. Bruder. Bruder.
Sounds like boulder. Boulder. My god, I need to learn this. Need to learn that. Isn't that woo? That is a sound. No, wait. That is called what? International Phonetic Alphabet. Phonetic alphabet. I'll learn this first. Buddha. Brooder. R. Where is R? So central. Have you? No, wait. Palato. Wait, what? Where is it? There it is.
Ra. Ara.
Oh, jeez.
Ra. Ara.
Ra.
Era. Ara. Ra. Ara.
Ra. 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 This is hard. Ra. Especially when you come from a language where there's no thrills.
Ra. Ara.
Trill. Ra. Ra. No, it's for German. Ra. Oh, but for the gangsters, they roll their R for some reason in Japan. Or the way they talk. Ra. Ra. Ra.
Ra. Ara.
Ra. Ra. Ra.
Ra. Ara.
Ra. 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 Ra.
Ra. Ara.
Ra. Yukizen. What's Yukizen? Kizen? Ra. Gangster. Ra. Take practice. I think it may take me a while. Ra. Oh, Yakuza. Okay. Yakuza. Ra. Do you know how to pronounce trills? Ra. Three. Oh, I can do it. I did it for like 1 second. Dog. Dog. Okay. Leave my tongue on the top. Yeah. Dog. Is it the sound is coming from the throat, or it says alveolar here, so it's more of the throat, is it? Alveolar sound. Always from the throat. I was doing wrongly then. I think I was more of the back of my mouth. Growling. Oh, Spanish. Perro, dog. think I did a bit.
Ra, ara.
Ra or ra. I think I did a bit. Ra. 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 Further back. Drink some water. Purr like a cat. But your tongue is vibrating, right? Pushing air out. There's no word with a rolling R, but the gangster I said pronounce things that has R with a rolling R. So like kuza, iru, no. Wait. Cola. Oh, they say cola with cola. Something like that. Wait, let me just find some videos. I'm sure there are. Gangster Japanese rolling R. Japanese rolling R.
Have you ever heard of the existence of the Japanese rolling R sound? I bet you haven't. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Yoroshiku. So when you hear Japanese people use the rolling R, you know they are pissed off. Like when they say "orr." So this is definitely not a formal Japanese sound. This is a very informal sound. Because the only time we use this sound is when we are angry. That's the reason why you've never heard of the existence of the Japanese rolling R. Teachers never teach you this sound because of that. But every Japanese knows the rolling R sound exists in the Japanese language.
Sorry.
Because there's a legit Japanese word for it.
Oh, it's a word.
In Japanese, the rolling R sound is called makijita.
Makijita.
This is the definition of Mishita. Speaking with a trill, rolling one's R. Wikipedia says, 日本語においてラ行の子音は通常弾き音で発音されるが、変種として子形震え音が使われる場合がある。江戸言葉のベラン名帳や浜言葉でよく現れるため、下品に感じる人もいる。
下品。
Meaning, in the Japanese language, the R sound as in Dabibudo is normally pronounced as a tap sound. But the trilled R sound is sometimes used as a variant. Since the rolling R is often used in a way of speaking called beranme in Edo dialect and the dialects in coastal regions, some people feel it is vulgar or impolite. Some people feel vulgar or impolite. I mean, it makes sense, right? As I said, Japanese people use the rolling R when they are pissed off. Seems like some Japanese people can do it. When I ask Japanese people if they can roll their R's, and when they say no, I'm actually really surprised, because I always thought the rolling R sound was something all the native Japanese speakers learned naturally. I mean, I did. But in Japanese, you hear it everywhere. Anime, comedy, movies, etc.
I'm actually doing with the back of my throat now, I think. What's Hirushka?
Ra, ara.
Ra.
Ra, ara.
I've not studied linguistics, but I did read like tiny bit, because there was a person that went to me for help, and I didn't know, but I read a bit.
This is one of the examples.
だったら今やってみろよ
You hear that? He says, だったらやってみろよ。だったらやってみろよ。This is another example.
今までのこともあるからもう降りろお前
You hear that, right? The guy says, 今までのこともあるから降りろお前今までのこともあるから降りろお前 So you actually hear it everywhere. So how do you pronounce the Japanese rolling R? I mean, you don't need to learn it. As I said, this is not a formal Japanese sound, and the only time you use the rolling R is when you're pissed off. But just in case, the Japanese rolling R is the same as the Spanish one, Italian one, or Portuguese one. It's called the voiced alveolar trillal sound. Voiced means your vocal cords here vibrate. Alveolar means here your gum latch. where your tongue tip vibrates.
Gum ridge. Gum ridge is where your tongue tip vibrates. Gum ridge is where. Oh, okay.
Trail means you literally trail your arm at your gum ridge.
Wait a minute. Is it? So is it? Wait a minute. Oh, let me just go.
Trail sound. Voiced means your vocal cords here vibrate.
Vibrate.
Alveolar means here, your gum ridge, where your tongue tip vibrates.
Not directly behind teeth, but oh, okay. Wait, so is it the tongue that's vibrating or the back of your throat? I'm a bit confused.
Trail means you literally trail your arm at your gum ridge.
What is true?
This is one of the most commonly used R sounds in the world. Yet, this probably is one of the most difficult sounds to pronounce because it is really difficult to even explain how to pronounce it, I admit. Anyway, it's difficult to explain, but I'll try. As I said, the point your tongue tip vibrates is your gum ridge. Before your tongue tip actually touches the gum ridge, you blow air like this. I think this is a really important thing. Let air do the job, not you. Another really important point is your tongue should be really relaxed. Otherwise, it won't vibrate. Let's try again. As you bring your tongue up to the gum ridge, but not touching it, you blow air. How did it go? Let us say now you successfully learned how to do cast.
Yeah, he's good
in
at
Japanese.
Being an engine.
Good job. Thank you for listening.
Ra, ara.
I'm pronouncing more like a H sound.
Ra, ara.
I'm somehow pronouncing an H sound. Well, just take more practice. Alright, it's pretty good for me. Feels more like my base of the tongue is vibrating than my tip of the tongue. So it's wrong, right? It's not how it goes. Trill. You can hear the H, yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm here today to show you some exercises that Russian speech language pathologists have been using for generations, and they have helped thousands and thousands of people to learn how to roll R's. Stay with me to learn more. Number 1, I'm gonna show you that you are capable of rolling R's. And here we're gonna need a Q-tip, a simple Q-tip, as fast as you can, as quickly as you can. While doing that, you put the Q-tip in the middle of your tongue, the opposite side, the bottom of your tongue, and you add vibration there, not brushing your tongue, but holding it in one place and just moving it. One small spot and vibrating. Have a look here. Maybe you will need to make long D if you cannot do it with like this. And again, add vibration. So you hear the rolling R sound is coming from there. That's the first step. To learn how to roll your R's, you need to understand 3 essential points here. Number 1, the correct articulation. You need to understand where to put your tongue. Number 2, you need to stretch your tongue, and usually it's the biggest problem. Your tongue is not stretched enough because while doing a rolled R, you put it up in your mouth, and usually some people feel pain on the bottom of their tongue. And number 3, you need to learn how to relax.
Less of spitting and more airflow.
Your tongue. And again, for many people, especially English-speaking people, it's a problem because they use their tongue actively, and including R sound, you use your tongue actively. It's never relaxed, so it might be very difficult to learn how to do it. And here you must do exercises every day. It's hard work. I'm gonna show you a couple of them, and then you'll be able to find more. So first, tongue stretching exercises. You put your tongue behind your front teeth.
To relax the tongue, okay. Start feels forced. Yep. I still feel like an H. Yeah. I guess have to relax the tongue.
Ra, ara. Ra, ara.
Ra, ra, ra. Ra, 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 ra.
And hold it there and open your mouth like that. Have a closer look. You open your mouth, put your tongue behind your teeth, and open and closing it. Okay? Like that. 30 seconds will be enough. Don't push yourself. If you feel tired, if you feel any pain, stop and wait at least for a minute, then come back to that exercise. Another tongue stretching exercise is almost the same. You put your tongue behind your upper front teeth again, and imagine that you're brushing them with your tongue, like that. There and back, left, right, and try to open your mouth wider. So you should Feel that stretch there. Feel how your tongue stretches. Then we need a tongue relaxation exercise, and I call it a slog exercise. You need to make your tongue unfold from your mouth, roll from there, from behind your teeth, as if you are brushing your teeth like that. Look here. Very relaxed, very slowly, as if you're trying to calm it down, to make it soft. Relax your tongue. Again, 30 seconds, maybe a minute, depends on your tongue. It's up to you. You feel better, what better for you.
My tongue feels a bit stiff. I mean, compared to whatever they...
Very important to alternate those exercises. First, tongue stretching, then tongue relaxation. After you are warmed up enough, you go back to a Q-tip exercise. And again, starting with D. Here, you really need to practice. Maybe you should move your tongue forward, maybe a little bit backwards, and maybe you should make these movements, not this. So it's up to you. Try until you hear the rolling R sound. You may face some problems. Sound. You may face some problems here, and usually it depends on how you're using this object, and sometimes you really just need to practice more to understand if it works for you. The most important part here is that you need to understand that it's hard work. Nobody expects to have a six-pack on their belly after the first day in the gym, but for some reason people expect to learn how to roll R's in one day. Unfortunately, no easy way here. It's not a one-night success. No, you need to study rules of articulation. You need to understand what to do, and you need practice. The most important part is practice, at least for 1 week, every day in the morning.
But I still not sure where that sound comes from. Okay. Features. Oh wait, it might be dental, alveolar, or post-alveolar. What? How do I choose? It's alveolar. Can be post if you're really gangster. Okay. R. Ra. Ra.
Ra. Ara.
I think it's an H because I have to activate the vibration, which doesn't start at first. So I guess that will come with practice. Vroom. 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 echoey, wide, same echoey sound. What? Water break? Yeah, I need to go and have a toilet break. My God. What? No way. What's that? Rather than training to activate the muscle, learn how to deactivate. Lie down on a flat surface or tilt the head up to a 90-degree angle. Relax my tongue and find the gravity that's helping you pull it down to touch the hard palate. Oh. Exhale. Allow strong exhalation to force the air past the oral cavity and the small gap between your tongue. Right, let me try. Oh, it's like snoring. It's a central consonant, so it's produced by directing the airflow along the center of the tongue. The airstream mechanism is pneumonic, which means it's articulated by pushing air solely with the lungs and diaphragm, as in
Ra, ara.
Wow. Oh, you use up a lot of water training this. Now add vowels. Vowels are A, I, O, U. Yeah. You got to sleep soon. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for helping and joining. Are you well? Are you well? Roll sounds good. To focus on back of the throat. The sound should come from the tongue. That's why I was confused. Pronounce at the tip of the tongue. Pronounce with the tip of the tongue. Most often. ha, ha, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, re, sh, sh, ra, ra, r, ri, ri, ru, re, ro, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, ra, ra, r, r, ra, ri, ru, re, ru, ra, ri. I'm leaking air. Ra, ri, ru, re, ru, 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 ri, ri, 3, 3, 3, re, ra, ra, ri, ru, re, ru, ra, ra, ri, ru, ru, re, ru, ra, ri, ri, ra, ra, ri, ru, re, ru, ra. 3 like without vibrating R. 3, 3, 3. I don't think it's possible. 3, 3, 3, 3, ra, ri, ru, re, ru, ro, ra, ri, ru, re, ru, re, ra, ri, ru, re, ru. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I say 3 by putting my tongue to the upper teeth and then 3 and then roll my tongue back. 3, 3, 3, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, ra, ri, ru, re, ro, ra, r, r, ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Ra, 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 r, 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 ra, 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 r, r, ra, 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 r, ra, Ending part. I think I noticed that the more I relax my tongue, the better it is. It's quite hard. You're relaxing my tongue as I finish. Could be. Yeah, just have to figure out how to start the thrill. True. Yep, definitely. Excuse me. I think it's because I'm pushing the air too fast. I have to relax the blowing a bit. Sure. me read this again. Its manner of articulation is trill, which means it's produced by directing air over an articulator so that it vibrates. Articulator will be the tongue. The place of articulation might be dental, alveolar, post-alveolar. Most often apical, pronounced at the tip of the tongue. Phonation as voice, which means the vocal cords vibrate during articulation. Oral, which means air is allowed to escape through the mouth only. Say when you then you put your tongue in the water. Okay, so my vocal cord is pronouncing I was pronouncing thanks a lot. That helps. You will. I will. Central consonant. Phonation is voice. Vocal cords vibrates up. Yeah, see you. Thanks for helping. I will take a break soon. Maybe at 5 o'clock. Maybe like in 10 minutes. See you. Thanks for helping. Airstream mechanism is for pneumonic, which means it's articulated by pushing air solely with the lungs and diaphragm. Gonna be thanks.
Welcome to 10-Minute Spanish, where we present... I've watched all the videos on YouTube that teach how to do it, but I still can't. Any advice? Thanks for asking, Addy Case. To be honest, I've avoided making a video on this topic because with all the videos and articles available on the internet on how to trill the Spanish R, I didn't think I had anything original to contribute. But after receiving your question, I decided to read some of the top articles, watch some of the more popular videos on YouTube, and read some of their comments, and I can see that there are still important questions to be answered. I think some of those articles and videos have some useful suggestions for practice exercises and that sort of thing, but I haven't seen one yet that gave an explanation in the video, and we're unable to use that explanation. What the organs of the mouth are doing during the pronunciation of the trilled R, I'll be using diagrams like this one. Here we see illustrated in profile the various parts of the mouth and face, such as the nose, lips, teeth, tongue, hard and soft palate, and the gummy ridge behind the upper teeth, known as the alveolar ridge. The tongue and the alveolar ridge are the parts we'll be focusing on most in this lesson. The incorrect explanation of the trilled R that I see in some videos and articles goes like this. Hold your tongue straight so the tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge. Keep the tip of it relaxed so that it can flap up and down, and then gently force air between the tongue and the alveolar ridge, causing the tip of the tongue to vibrate up and down. This explanation is simply wrong. This is not what's happening inside the mouth when you pronounce a trilled R. To prove it right, let's follow this explanation to the T and see what sound we get. Okay, tongue straight, tip of the tongue on the ridge. Here we go. This noise is not a speech sound in any language I'm aware of. It certainly isn't the trilled R. So there's definitely something wrong with that explanation. Okay, so what's really happening in the mouth when someone trills the R? First, the tongue is not flat or straight. In fact, the overall shape of the tongue is cupped, with the sides and tip of the tongue raised and the center slightly depressed. Here's a photograph demonstrating the tongue in an exaggerated cup.
Wait a minute. Tongue is slightly depressed. Center.
Shape. Admittedly, the tongue doesn't cup quite this dramatically when pronouncing a trilled R, but still, the tongue is cupped like this rather than flat and straight. When pronouncing the trilled R, the sides of the tongue touch the sides of the palate, and the underneath side of the tip of the tongue touches the alveolar ridge. Here's a photo showing what the tongue looks like when it's correctly positioned and touching the palate. Of course, the mouth is normally not open this far when trilling the R. Our volunteer is only opening her mouth this wide so you can see what's going on in there. Here's a diagram showing the correct position of the tip of the tongue relative to the alveolar ridge. In a diagram like this, we can't show the cupping of the sides of the tongue, but we can show the curve of the tip. Observe that the tongue is not flat and straight. Rather, the tip of the tongue is curved up and back. And notice what part of the tongue actually makes contact with the alveolar ridge. It's not the tip of the tongue, but rather the underneath side of the tip of the tongue.
Oh. What?
Also important to understand is that the tip of the tongue does not vibrate against the alveolar ridge up and down in the vertical plane, but more back and forth in the horizontal plane.
What? Back and forth?
I can't tell you exactly what angle the plane of the vibration is, but it's definitely more horizontal than vertical. So let's follow this explanation to the letter and see what happens. Tongue cupped, sides of the tongue touching the palate, tip of the tongue curved up and back, underneath side of the tip touching the alveolar ridge, keeping the whole tongue as relaxed as possible, and then making some noise with the vocal cords and seeing what happens. Yeah, that's the trilled R. Alright, nothing is perfect, and neither is this explanation, but it's a much more accurate description than most common ones out there. Now let's talk about what activities you can do to learn how to produce this sound and incorporate it into Spanish words. If I were a student just learning this sound, I would follow this sequence. Start by simply learning to vibrate the tip of the tongue. Look at the photos and diagrams I presented earlier. get your tongue into the correct position and try to make it vibrate. One way to do that is to build up a little pressure in your mouth and then release it while holding your tongue in the correct position. You can do this by making a sound followed by a prolonged trill. Think about imitating a cat's purr. Once you can make the purring noise, add the sound of your voice. So instead of go brrr, 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 brrr. Now, once students have reached this point, they sometimes feel like they've figured it out, and they don't need to do anything else. I disagree. There are lots of weird sounds that we can produce with our mouths that we're still incapable of incorporating into words during normal speech. In order to be able to use this sound as a useful component of words, we need to train our mouths to produce it as part of a word. So after you've gotten so that you can produce the brrr sound, I suggest you begin adding it to English words, because these are words you already know you pronounce correctly. As you practice these, I recommend you really get into it. Imagine you're a villain from a Bond movie, or Gandalf from Lord of the Rings or something, and pronounce these words with emotion and flair. Rot, rat, royal, rapid, round, Roman, raven, respond. Then, once you've learned to incorporate the sound easily and fluidly into English words, practice including it in the correct spot in Spanish words. Remember that not all Spanish R's are trilled this way. For starters, just trill R's at the beginning of words, and when two R's appear side by side in the middle of a word. There are other cases in which R's are trilled, but until you've learned what those are, you can start with these two cases. Rápido, rata, relámpago, radio, carro, perro, gorra, tierra. Practice pronouncing entire sentences with trilled R's in the correct places. Lo leí en una revista.
Ra, arra.
Okay, that is enough practicing for my throat. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.